What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This here is Legitical Response. We cover political news. We keep you up to date and keep you informed with everything that the government does. Now, we've been knowing for a while that we're in the middle of a revolution of sorts. The communists are trying to take over, and we have been in a war for our culture, trying to stop this, trying to put it into a halt. But the slow wheels of communism are continuously rolling, and California is a really good example of this. You know, everything is ridiculous in California because they've got to pay for all these social programs to uphold these people and all this ridiculous BS that, you know, people are leaving from California in droves because they can't afford to live there anymore. You go to build a house, it'll cost 4 to 5 times the value of the house just to build it. It takes forever to get permits. It's just getting absolutely ridiculous to start a business, to live your life, to do anything in California. So people are leaving. Inflation is getting crazy, and you can see that everywhere in California. Prices are absolutely ridiculous. Just look at the freaking gas prices, for God's sakes. They're usually $3 to $4 a gallon higher over there than they are where I live, here in the great state, the not so great state of Louisiana, by the way. But have I got a story for you guys today? This just goes to show that the communist hold on California is outright insane. Some of these people are just outright crazy, if you ask me. Check this out. San Francisco slammed for spending millions of dollars for vodka and beer for homeless alcoholics. Huh? Like what? Why? Why are we doing this? You're really giving beer and alcohol, vodka, giving shots and all this to homeless people that are addicted to the alcohol that you are giving them. You know, that's partly one of the reasons they're still homeless, by the way. You know, because they're alcoholic and can't keep a freaking job. You know, I'm sorry, by the way. You know, my rant has been interrupted by severe weather, so please pardon my pause for a second. But we've seen this all over the West Coast, you know, giving places that homeless people can go to shoot up drugs, and actually giving them drugs, making sure they don't overdose, giving them a safe place to do the drugs. Yeah, if you're trying to get people off of these drugs, you don't give them more drugs. You help them to quit. You've got to make them want to quit. You can't enable their addiction and think that they're going to get better somehow. Like I said, y'all, I'm getting slammed by weather right now, so if you hear any weird noises, that's a freaking hurricane going on outside, and there ain't much I can freaking do about it. I just so happen to pick a bad time to come out here and record my videos for the day. It just, you know, weather doesn't care about my feelings, right? Like facts don't care about your feelings, I guess. So, you know, screw me if you will, but we're just gonna work right on through this, I guess. Let's get into the story. Check this out. This is nuts, y'all. San Francisco is spending around $5 million a year to give vodka shots and glasses of beer to homeless people with severe alcohol addiction in an effort to cut down on calls to police and hospital stays, the San Francisco Chronicle reported. Oh, amazing. Why? Why are they doing this? Do you think this is really going to help? Yes, of course it will help. Yeah, it'll help to cut down on calls to police. Really? Giving these people more alcohol, making their addiction worse. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to break a story right quick. Okay, look, I was once an addict, okay? I was addicted to pills. I loved pills for a small time in my life. I couldn't get enough of these things, and I had to just quit. I had to go through the detox. I couldn't take it no more. I was tired of cycles of detox. But just giving me pills like the methadone and all that stuff to get off of those pills, yeah, that didn't work. That just continued the cycle, if you will. You can't just enable an addict and expect them to quit. No, they're going to abuse the system. Spending $5 million of taxpayer dollars to give drugs and alcohol to addicts, that's not a very good fiscally responsible way to spend your freaking tax dollars. And it makes no sense to me, but that's the communists for you. They think that the government can fix anything and everything. But it's like, no, the government never fixes anything hardly. The government always screws things up. People abuse the system. People will take advantage of the free government handout, by the way. And now you're playing with people's lives because these people are addicted, so they're going to have withdrawals and all this other stuff, so they're going to have to come back and get more. And you're just enabling that cycle of addiction, and trying to break that cycle is what you need to be doing instead of enabling the addiction to continue. The city's managed alcohol program started during the COVID pandemic, but came under fire earlier this week after Adam Nathan, the chair of the Salvation Army San Francisco Advisory Board, posted a thread on X saying he stumbled upon the building where they have this program. The location is an old hotel in Soma, Nathan wrote. Inside the lobby, they had kegs set up to taps where they basically giving out free beer to the homeless who've been identified with AUD, or alcohol use disorder. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Is that like MAPs, by the way? Minor attractive people? Yeah, that's another thing that the communists do. They're trying to enable pedophiles by just, no, don't call them a pedophile. That's offensive, by the way. Yeah. Who cares about being offensive? Pedophiles should be thrown in jail if they offend. You know, for the most part, if they commit a crime, they need to be thrown in jail. They don't need to be coddled and said, it's okay, we know how you feel, you were born this way. We need to try to fix you through therapy or something like that. No, sometimes you can't fix these problems. Just like with this, you're not going to fix alcoholism by giving an alcoholic more alcohol. That doesn't make any freaking sense. And then now you're wasting taxpayer dollars and throwing money away so that homeless people can have a freaking good time. Yeah, that's just... It blows my mind that, you know, who comes up with some of these ideas. I would really love to know. Like whoever thought that giving an alcoholic more alcohol would be a great idea, y'all. Like, yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Giving them a safe place to get drunk. Nathan said that while some limited studies on the strategy have shown some promise, yeah, let me see those studies because I haven't seen them. He's concerned about the amount of money the city is spending on the program and the way the program is setting up, adding, people in the program just walk in and grab a beer and then another one all day long. Like I said, abusing the system, enabling alcoholics to just get drunk for free on the government's dime, on the taxpayers' money. And it's like, are you actually fixing anything here? No, you're not fixing anything here. You're just running a freaking communist bar. That's all you're doing. You're giving homeless people free alcohol, right? They're going to leave this place and go somewhere else and get more alcohol to get drunk because, they may not give you, they may cut you off much earlier than a bar would, but it's still free and it's less money out of their pocket and it's more money out of your pocket. These people are insane, y'all. Nathan said the city spends $2 million a year on the program, but the Chronicle reported that the managed alcohol program now costs San Francisco around $5 million a year. The city's Department of Public Health says the program has served 55 clients and has grown from 10 beds to 20 beds. Oh, great. Located in a former hotel in the Tenderloin district, an area known for its high rates of homelessness and drug use. Yeah, great, y'all. Yeah, let's just put this place right smack dab in the middle of a homeless encampment where all these people seem to be drug addicts and alcoholics, right? You got to wonder, why are they drug addicts and alcoholics? Maybe it's because they're homeless, because that's what alcoholism and that's what drug use does to you. You take all your money eventually, once you get far enough along in your addiction, that you're taking all the money you make from your job and you're spending it on drugs and alcohol. Yeah, so now the government's enabling that cycle, once again, enabling them to just do more drugs and alcohol for free. But, a little bit is not going to be enough for these people. They're just going to go out and get more, and you're just giving them some to get their day started. Yeah, how do you like that, taxpayers of San Francisco? Yeah, you're fueling this thing and not fixing a damn thing in the process. Shannon Smith Bernardin, a UCSF School of Nursing professor who helped create the controversial program argued that the goal of the program is to stabilize the alcohol use of the homeless addicts so they're not binge drinking or stopping drinking and having seizures, according to the Chronicle. Yeah, but does it really do that? Is that how you fix addiction? No, that's not how you fix addiction. I'm sorry. That's the dumbest idea I've ever heard. A nursing student should know better than this. A psychologist would know that, yeah, if you give a pedophile just a little bit of child porn, do you think that's going to stop them from being a pedophile? No. If you give somebody some free money, do you think that's not going to stop them from wanting to get more money and trying to abuse that system to get more free money out of the deal? No. This is not how the human brain works. I took a small course on psychology in high school, and I know this. Like this nursing student should have known better than that. This nurse practitioner, I guess, should have known better than that. But that's the communist idea. The government's going to come in and fix everything, y'all. Just give all your money, all your tax dollars to the government, and they'll equally appropriate it out to everybody, and they'll fix everything. They'll give you your food and give you this and pay your utilities. It's not going to work like that. The government misappropriates funds constantly. Just look at the $1.7 trillion deficit spending that we're having to deal with right now. Nuts, y'all. And these people are crazy for this. The San Francisco Fire Department said the program has proven to be an incredibly impactful intervention at reducing emergency service use for a small but highly vulnerable population. Wow. Really? That's all it's done. So you're willing to destroy people's lives by enabling their alcoholism and drug use just to cut down on fire department calls, emergency calls, and all of the sort? Yeah. That's not a very good idea. Yeah, you're basically sacrificing homeless people and addicts to save some money on emergency calls. That's what they're telling you. That's what that is saying. Nuts, y'all. Communists are insane. In a 2020 article explaining the program, the California Health Care Foundation wrote, established in countries such as Canada and Australia, a managed alcohol program is usually administered by a nurse and a trained support staff in a facility such as a homeless shelter or a transitional or permanent home, and is one method to minimize harm for those with alcohol use disorder, Fox News reported. By prescribing limited quantities of alcohol, the model aims to prevent potentially life-threatening effects of alcohol withdrawal, such as seizures and injuries. The California Health Care Foundation added. Other harm reduction programs run by the city for drug addicts have been criticized, including by Democratic Mayor London Breed, who said in February that they are not reducing the harm and making things far worse. Once again, like I said, yet these programs don't help. Just enabling their addiction doesn't work, like I've said over and over. But you can't get these insane people to understand this. They want a virtue signal, y'all. They want to say, hey, we want to help the homeless people. Right? You could throw millions and billions of dollars at the homeless person problem. That's not going to fix the issue. These people need to be drug up by their feet and put into work. They have to want to fix their lives. They have to want to quit the addiction. They have to want to break the cycle. And you just enabling their addiction isn't going to help that. These people are, like I said, once again, these people are freaking insane. A man who is in recovery for heroin addiction also slammed harm reduction programs, telling the Chronicle, "Are we just going to manage people's addictions with our taxpayer dollars in perpetuity forever?" It seems like that's basically what we're saying. I think we should be spending that money on detox and recovery. Yes, known treatments for addiction, detox, and recovery. These people, once again, they have to want to quit. You can't take somebody who doesn't want to not be an alcoholic or not be a drug addict and force them into doing these things, right? So these programs, which are meant to help reduce overdoses, obviously, and keep people from detoxing, is only enabling their addiction. That's all they're doing, once again. So it's just crazy to me that these communists think that, yeah, the government's going to fix it and nobody's going to abuse the system. Yeah, that's not how life works. That's not how the human brain works, by the way. You give somebody something for free and they're going to come back for more of that free stuff continually until you stop giving them free stuff. Right? So now, not only are they enabling their addiction, but they're enabling their homelessness by giving them somewhere to stay. You keep somebody out in the woods or keep somebody out on the streets for long enough, they'll finally get freaking tired of it. You know, how do you know they don't want to be homeless? Some people may want to live that way. You never know. But that's all I got for this, and I just wanted to cover that because that's just outright insane. And folks, we need to stop doing stuff like this. We need to tell people that, hey, this isn't going to work. We need to stop misappropriating our tax dollars and start fixing our economy and fixing these problems instead of enabling further problems, in other words. But I want y'all to let me know what y'all think about all this down in the comment section. Do y'all agree with this? Do y'all think that these programs like this help people or harm people? Let me know what you think. That's all I got. I want to thank everybody for watching, and y'all try to have a good day and stay legitical. Peace.